Good morning, it's Hiker Dude Dad. I am on Short Mountain just outside of Lykens. I'm with Cole Swanger and we've got a little bit of everything today. We're on our way to a sinkhole and then mining remains, and we're gonna finish it up with a murder grave. Let's go. See remnants of the mining already. Talus piles here and here. So we started off on Mountain Road and now we're off trail a little bit. The sinkhole should be back in here somewhere. I am going into this hike very unprepared. Oh, is that it?
Straight drops down.
Oh, look at this sinkhole. Can't even see down the bottom of it down here. Is this it, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, that was easy.
You can see.
Okay, so we are
I wonder if there was a
kind of roped off here, right? It's like a wire. One like wire around, but try to zoom in here. Maybe put the 360 camera. It's like a stair thing right here almost.
on the side. I wonder if this was like a tunnel.
Yeah.
Because it's over here.
Okay, on the other side as well.
I wonder if that was like an entrance.
Oh.
To the mine.
Huh.
Or they had it here for the road, but
Yeah. So this looks, oh, we gotta go down here.
it's cable.
Yeah, this looks like it might be the entrance to go that way, and then everything caved in.
So the amount of tin and stuff like
From above there, it looked like this might have been some kind of entrance with timbers on top of it.
that collapsed or filled in.
Yeah. Pulls up on another pile here. A lot of like tin here. May have been part of a roof or something. Or walls. There's a drum over here, like steel drum. A lot of twisted metal. So this might have been the site of something caving in, or maybe some kind of building. Not sure, but the sinkhole is right over here on the other side. Yeah, so it looks like if this was an entrance, maybe under here, then this huge pile goes all the way down. So pulling stuff out this way, piling it, it's sliding down the hill over here. I'm gonna go back and get closer to that sinkhole though. All this is just 30 yards off the main trail, maybe 20 yards. All these beams have these metal like S hooks on them. I don't know if that's to join them together or what. All right, that was pretty awesome. On a better day, if we had a helmet or a rope, might have been tempting to explore a little more. But I think what I was saying before this is I did no research on this, so I'm relying on Cole today to get us to these places, but sounded interesting from his description, and first stop didn't disappoint.
No, not at all.
Trail so far is nice, aside from being quite vertical. It looks like it used to be a road. Wildflowers growing all around it. Just got to watch for horse bombs though. Cole found a map with these places in a comment on
one of the Wandering
Woodsman's. One of Wandering Woodsman's video. He found a comment that had like coordinates to these 3 places. But we're on Short Mountain here. Summit of Short Mountain is about 1,600 feet above sea level. We are still climbing. We're almost at 1,300 feet here. I just checked. And we're heading towards the mines. They're listed on maps as Fennel Mines. I guess it's the name of whoever started them. Not a lot of information on them, right?
No, not a lot of information on them. The person who, or the private company that dug them out outside of the mines itself, and then a named drift pile on the other side of the mountain.
Okay. But on like LiDAR and everything like that, it's kind of like big, like a lot of depressions and stuff like that on the topography.
Pits, trenches.
Okay.
There's a lot of different coal mining operations along this whole entire mountain.
Okay.
From the 1800s to the 1900s, until a pretty large accident in the 1900s that I think killed over 200 men.
Oh wow.
And then a fire and collapse. And that,
so like people just die on this mountain, is that what you're telling me? Because we're gonna go look for a murder grave after we go to this place where 200 people died in a coal mine accident.
Yeah, mining as a profession was dangerous, so
yeah.
there's deaths involved. Outside of this big collapse, there's rumors of bodies being dumped in some of the subsistence holes up here on the mountains to get rid of people. None that I've been able to kind of substantiate, but yeah, this whole mountain is just pocketed with past mining operations.
Okay. And I'm still a little suspicious as to why you're bringing me to this murder grave. When I tell you the story later, you'll see why. But I've got my head on a swivel and I'm watching this guy. That's all I'm going to say for now, is keep watching. We saw this little kind of overlook situation out here. You can see south to another mountain. Kind of overgrown here, probably a little better in the winter time, but a lot of rocks, a lot of the talus kind of stuff dumped down here. Looks a little treacherous to get down there. Just looks like everything's gonna slide away, but keep walking here, see if we can find something definitive here for mines.
So just looking at the mountain, looking at the tail pilings behind us we were just at, this looks like it was probably the entrance to the mine right here, that they probably bulldozed closed back in the 70s. I think on this mountain there was a lot of efforts to close up a lot of the mine entrances because of them being dangerous. And it looks like they probably bulldozed this closed. There's some gaps at the top there. They probably led back in, but this is probably the entrance here, and then they would have dumped everything.
There's one down here I want to go look at.
Yeah.
All right, so you got this big rocky outcropping. Everything's sort of bare, but then you come over here and there's these purple flowers. All right, thought I had something down here for a mine entrance maybe, but no, it kind of looks like whatever was here was definitely like bulldozed over. All right. So we are in pursuit of the murder grave now. Gotta check that third box off today. And yeah, the story of that is basically two friends out in the woods.
Yeah, Daniel Hendricks and William Williams. Hanging out together, drinking. Daniel is wearing a watch that William takes interest in. William offers to buy said watch, and Daniel declines that offer. They continue drinking. Both of them get solidly drunk. Daniel lives on the other side of the mountain towards the Gratz area, and he asks William to accompany him over the mountain back to his house. As they're heading up the mountain, William decides that he really wants that watch. And
it's 11:11. Make a wish. I wish Cole doesn't murder me.
So
after inviting me along to the murder grave.
So William,
I almost brought 2 beers today. I didn't even know that aspect of the story. I almost brought 2 beers, thought it'd be really refreshing, and then like I only had 1, and I just didn't. And man, I would have walked right into that one. Sorry.
So yeah, so William jumps on Daniel, throws him to the ground, and proceeds to choke his friend to death for said watch. Takes his watch, his ring, leaves Daniel up here on the mountain, and heads back home. Hides the ring in a back of the bar, in a underneath a table, and is later apprehended for the murder of Daniel Hendricks.
And this was in like 1857.
Yeah, 1857. Yeah.
Once we find the grave, it'll be on there, but I think it was 1857 if I remember.
Yeah,
so back in the 1800s. Just realized I'm wearing a ring too. It only has sentimental value. It's made of silicone. It is not worth anything. Following Cole to the murder site now. Off trail now, heading down the mountain. We're looking for a flat sort of section. Yes, I got it. Yeah. All right, we overshot it down that way a little far, but then we found kind of a faint trail, faint road coming up this way towards where the coordinates are, and we found it. All right, so Daniel Hendricks murdered by William Williams, May 3rd. Today's May 7th. Almost nailed that. 1857. So here is the newer headstone. That was placed recently. Engraved headstone in a circle of rocks, and then at the other end there's this headstone here. That may have been the original headstone, but we are fairly certain that he is buried here. There's no evidence to say that they moved him, or there's no listing for a grave elsewhere, so I think he is quite literally murdered and buried here. This kind of headstone thing, having trouble with the light here, but almost looks like there's some etching on it. Oh, we're going to wet it down a little bit and see. Oh yeah, look at that. H. First I thought it said high, but it looks like a round character, HD.
Yeah.
HD Hendricks Daniel.
Yeah.
This is Daniel Hendricks.
Right. That would make sense.
Got an HD.
Yeah.
Reverse the initials.
Reverse it. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, could be an HD, but be a little weird to reverse the initials, but
unless they thought his name was Hendrix Daniel, or at the time of the headstones they listed the last name first, first name last.
He hasn't killed me yet, but he's looking at me funny. I'm keeping an eye on him. He's kind of crazy laughing right now. Tell my family I love them. The trial was like super popular back in the day. There's, I'll put a link below with an article that it's an amalgamation of articles from Lykens to Harrisburg to like all kinds of towns around here were reporting on this trial. Apparently, a murderer, what was his name?
William Williams.
William Williams. Apparently sort of a handsome dude, and he kind of captivated people, and it was kind of the talk of the town around here. Was his trial. We didn't notice it on the way up. We came up this way.
I don't know if his head is tucked underneath.
It's just sitting there. Thing better not be rabbit or something. We're very close to it. Flies around it.
Yeah.
It's probably dead then. We probably missed it on the way up.
I don't know how we would have missed that. Sick? I mean, like, it should be running away from us.
Yeah, like any time I've been around them, they have taken off. The fact that he's just sitting there and we're being loud. So we need to follow the trail here and curve around. I don't want this thing bum rushing us. Is that its face or its butt? I can't tell. And that's okay. Yeah, right.
Its face, but I don't think.
Yeah, because the quills are pointing away from it.
Yeah. Toss a rock that way.
Yeah. It's very slow and non-reactive. Alright, maybe we could just walk by?
I think so.
It's kind of moving. Very slow. He's about 5 yards from me. Gotta be injured or sick or something. Oh, stumbling.
Wasting disease.
It's like stumbling.
This is a chronic wasting disease area. From the,
He looked drunk for a second. He went up on two of his legs and stumbled over. And he's walking back into the woods. So we're back here at our trailhead, and this is a sign called "Seen That on the Way In," and we think that that's what was wrong with the porcupine there. It just seemed almost like a zombie, and yeah, kind of wandered into the woods. Think we're gonna give a call to the Game Commission here when we can and report that. All right, so that was a great hike today. A little over 4 miles, about 900 feet of elevation, but we saw old mines, a sinkhole, murder grave, sick porcupine, and Cole didn't kill me. So check him out on Instagram. His Instagram is fantastic, @ColeSwanger. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell here, and if you like what we're doing, there's going to be more. So see you next time.